I called CPS and the authorities on my best friend of over 12 years, and this is going to be part 5. On my last post, we talk about me talking with Marie. I show you guys some of the text messages. Also, this is the moment that Carly realizes that I am the one that reported her and her husband to CPS and the police. I've now lost communication with Marie, and this is now the next morning. All right, so Katie, Brandy, and myself, we all drive down to where Rhonda lives, and we end up going to the courthouse so that we can file an emergency petition for custody, I believe is what it's called. I will be very honest, we had zero clue what we were doing, but we did a lot of research, so we were trying to figure it out. We also had a paralegal friend that worked with Carly back in the day, and she actually gave us a little bit of tea about what happened and that Carly was actually fired from her practice. Carly gave us a story letting us know that like she decided to leave the business, but this person gave us like the real information and told us what actually happened when Carly worked underneath her. So she was helping us, just giving us like a little bit of, tricks on what to do with these orders. So after we gather everything, we then submit it in and we have to wait. So you have to wait for the judge to make like a decision. They said it usually takes about like an hour. So maybe like an hour and a half or something like that. So we end up going for lunch, about an hour or so. We come back and we're kind of just waiting around and waiting to see like what happens. It felt like it was taking forever. So we actually went to the front counter, said, hey, like we're just checking in, you told us it'd be done in about like an hour and a half or so, and it's been about 2 hours. And they told us that the judge was like in a case and it went longer than what they expected. So just to hold tight. So during this time, we actually get a phone call from from one of the police officers that's working Marie's case. Now, there was a point in time when I was talking to the cops, I told them, I said, just get Marie alone. If you can get Marie alone, she will tell you the truth. I prepped Marie for this. This is before we lost communication, but I prepped her for this, like what she should do, make sure that you're alone with the police officer, ask to talk to them alone. So I told them, like, you need to get her alone. They end up getting her alone, and basically they're calling us just to tell us that they got her alone. They even wrote like on a note, like, do you need help? And she said no. So they were basically telling us, sorry, there's nothing we can do. She's stating that everything is fine and there was no abuse, that she did it to herself. And that was a really, really hard pill to swallow, because I'm currently at the courthouse trying to do these emergency orders, and Marie is telling them that she did this to herself. But I know that she's only doing this because she's being completely manipulated by everything that's happening. I knew this was going to happen the moment that we lost communication, to be honest. I knew that Carly and Bob would get inside her head. They'd make her feel bad. Karen would get inside her head. That whole family was there to literally mentally abuse her and just basically make her feel bad for the whole situation. I definitely, just like my emotions from it, it was really hard for me to hear. And honestly, I do feel like Maricopa PD, they were not doing their job fully, and they were honestly being really rude about it. Like, I remember when the cop was like, sorry, nothing else I can do. Like, she was giving a lot of attitude, and I was just like, this isn't even like a funny situation at all. Like, it was very hurtful. So moving forward, we're still waiting. We asked, the courthouse is about to close at this point. It's almost 4 o'clock, and they tell us that they will email us their decision. So we end up leaving. We get gas into Rhonda's car, because at this point we're now driving back to Maricopa so that Rhonda can basically exercise her parenting rights every single day. So every single day she was going to come with the order and show them that she is exercising her parenting rights, and she was going to continue to do this every single day. We get to Maricopa, and Rhonda gets the email that says that it was denied. They stated that it was denied because it was already in the hands of like the police department, and like there was already a CPS case. So that was the reason like why they denied it, and that she would have to follow up with like a hearing in like a month or something. We were really annoyed. I'm going to be quite honest. Like, it was so like we worked so hard on that petition, so hard. I mean, it took us like hours to do this, and it was just mind-boggling that there are marks on this teenage girl, ones that she cannot do herself. Like, she can't do it herself. And you're going to tell me that you're not going to grant this? Like, it was just, my brain could not fathom what was happening. But I knew that we had to continue, and all of us knew that we had to keep going. So we all get to my house. We all get to actually Katie's house. It's Brandy, myself, Katie, Brandy, her husband, Rhonda, and I feel like that might be it. But we all decide that now we need to go to Carly's house, because now we know that Marie is at Carly's house. The cops told us, and also Carly decided to text Rhonda and said, if you want to exercise your parenting rights, go ahead and come to my house. Marie will be here, in a very condescending way. This felt like really like it was going to be, you know, a disaster. So at this point, we all start to walk up to the door. I am recording in the back. So I did like take like a recording of this. I gave like the date, the time, what we were doing, and then we all kind of walk up to the door together. When we go up to the door, Brandy's pretty much taking point on this with Rhonda, and I'm kind of in the back with